change your place so we can start with the first question. Yeah.
Hi Novak, sorry about today. I saw Daniel playing with you today. I think he's maybe the only player who can extract too many enforced errors from Novak. So what is it about his game that gives him such an edge here?
Well, he extracts and provokes enforced errors from everybody because that's his game. That's what he does. But he does it extremely well. You know, he's very patient. He's very athletic. You know, for his height, he moves well. Backhand is, you know, one of the most consistent strokes that you have in today's game. Yeah, you're right. I mean, in some decisive moments, you know, I just made an unforced error, and that's it. Kind of handed the win, but at the same time, you know, he deserved to win it. You know, he was a better player in both sets. Yeah, I just, you know, it's unfortunate I had some really bad mistakes, you know, in the first set to give him the second break, and so. But this is tennis, you know. You learn from your mistakes and from the defeats, and hopefully next time I'll be better.
Novak, obviously you're coming back from an injury here. I'm just curious, overall, what are the positives that you take out of this week?
A lot of positives. I mean, the way I felt throughout the entire week, you know, makes me really satisfied with the current state of my body, not knowing how I'm going to react, you know, with the comeback after an injury. So I'm really glad. You know, I lost to a better opponent. You know, I know that I didn't play well in some decisive moments, but it was also due to his quality of tennis, and that's it. You know, we move on to the next challenge.
Hi Novak, tough luck today. Through the course of the tournament though, we have seen you applaud your opponent where the praise is well deserved. The younger lot, in your own words, as you may say, barring today's game of course. So I want, in the spirit of inquisitive journalists everywhere, I want to know who is that one opponent who throughout your career has been that positive force of encouragement on or off the field?
It's a good question. I mean, are you referring to someone that I know that has been
Your opponent, yes.
applauding for the good points, good moves,
Yes,
or just in general someone that has?
I'd actually like to know on court and off court as well.
I mean, there are many players that you know have been good examples, and players that haven't been good examples. I mean, I'd rather talk about the ones that are good examples. But I have not trying to. I think Hubert Urkash is somebody that is extremely respectful and very fair on the court. I think I would put him right up there from the current rivals that I have, and I think Dimitrov as well. It's always very fair play, great guy. We always got along well. Big fighter, of course, when we're on the court, but he never crosses the line, does something to kind of cheat the opponent or anything like that. You know, he's always very fair. So those two guys, I'd say from former generation. It's hard to say at the moment. Sorry, no names coming to my mind, but these two from current.
Please.
After you said your game is almost there in the top, your best. So what are the takeaways from Dubai, if there's any, and what are you looking forward to the rest after, of course?
Well, I don't know what the rest is. You know, I'm still waiting for the news from America. But if there's no America, then I guess I'll play clay. Monte Carlo is probably the next tournament. If that's the case, then I'll take some time off. I'll prepare. Clay is, we said, you know, very most demanding surface. You know, it takes time more than any other surface to prepare for. And look, the year is long. I started off the year in the best possible way. You know, winning many matches in a row, and winning Australian Open. So that's the one that I looked for the most, and that was the priority in this part of the year. Of course, any other tournament win is a bonus, but you know, I will always give everything I possibly can to play my best tennis in every tournament. But you know, I also know that there are tournaments where I'm looking to peak and looking to always play my best tennis. So I enjoyed playing over the years in Dubai, and I'll keep coming back because it's definitely a place where I enjoy spending time, training, playing in front of the great crowd, you know, that comes in big numbers. So yeah, looking forward to the next challenge.
Since you talked about clay, like is it a possibility that you can beat Nadal on clay in his favorite surface? Are you looking forward to that? How are your thoughts?
If it's not a possibility, my friend, I wouldn't be playing tennis.
That's true.
Yes.
Novak, I asked Daniel about if he's using mindfulness, self-awareness, or if he is into consciousness. I know you are very into that. Is there any edge of that those things you are going to use to pass through this lose, or
To pass through what? Sorry.
this match today? Very quickly.
I mean, look, you know, everyone is different, so I think there is some general formula that works for everyone. Over the years, you know, I've been doing different things and trying different things that help me stay serene and balanced, you know, on the court. It's not always possible, but I think that experience as well of playing for so many years and losing many matches, you know, people normally, which is nice, you know, look at your wins and victories, but then you also have to see how many matches you lost. I mean, I lost a lot of matches, a lot of tight matches, a lot of matches that gave me a very hard time after, you know, but I'm not, I would say, regretting or feeling sorry about losing a match like it used to be the case. You know, at the early stage of my career, I was more, say, trapped in that feeling of regret, you know, and like why I didn't do this or that. Nowadays, it just takes one night, really, to move on, and I think that maturity of understanding yourself and really using those different techniques helps. But as I say, you know, everyone is different. Whatever Daniil is doing is working as well.
Thank you.
Last two, please.
Novak, Daniil briefly dropped out of the top 10. Now he's back, obviously, with this 3-week run. I'm just curious, in your opinion, how important is it to have someone like him in the top 10 and in the top parts of the rankings? And what does he bring to the table? What do you think is the value add of Daniil to the sport at the top?
He's former #1 and a Grand Slam winner, so anyone that won a Grand Slam was #1 in the world has a huge value. Every time he steps out on the court and an announcer is announcing his name and reading what he has achieved, having a Grand Slam title and #1 next to his name is a huge deal for our sport. So he's also a guy that I like. You know, we have always a great relationship throughout our careers, and say ever since he was a junior, you know, I remember him coming up, and always try to be there, help him out, you know, in the early days, and not so much today, you know, as we're rivals. But he has, you know, he has grown to be one of the most important players in the world in the last 5+ years. So his place is definitely top 10, top 5, I would say. You know, but it happens, you know. We all have some drops. You know, we all have periods when we are maybe not playing or feeling our best. But you know, it was just a matter of time when he's gonna, you know, be a contender for Grand Slam title. He is a contender for Grand Slam title, no doubt. So we can never underestimate Daniil.
And Rafa is going to drop out of the top 10 for the first time since 2005. Considering you've broken so many records, what do you make of that specific statistic of Rafa being able to be top 10 all this time?
Yeah, it's incredible consistency. I mean, he has been well known for that over the years. Yeah, just full respect for him, and just being able to, you know, for almost 20 years being top 10, it's unheard of, honestly. It speaks about the quality of the tennis and just his consistency throughout the year on playing well on all surfaces. Plus with the injuries that he had quite a few injuries, you know, that took him out from the tour, even sometimes for almost 6 months, but he still managed to stay there at the top. So, you know, chapeau for that.
Last question in English, please. Yeah.
Novak, you spoke about how the tennis season is long. You just mentioned that, you know, when you were young, if you lost matches, you have regrets, or, you know, you feel a bit trapped. But over the years, having achieved everything that you have and now having a family as well, does that put things into perspective a bit? Does it shift your priorities a bit as well?
Yes, of course. As I answered previously, it takes one night, you know. Just of course now I'm not probably the most social guy. I don't like to see people at the moment. You know, I want to be by myself. And but already tomorrow I'm, you know, we're moving on. You know, I take every tournament, every match very seriously, and dedicate my own life to this. So of course it hurts when you lose. You know, I care about every match, but at the same time, you know, you just have to release it and go forward. So as you mentioned, I have family. Of course, I have family in good and bad times. You know, but you know, this is something that is related to my profession, to tennis, to what I do. Try to do it in the best possible way and bring also some good feelings to the people that watch me play. So you know, I really want to keep on playing. And good thing about tennis is that you always have in the calendar another opportunity. You know, there's so many tournaments. Basically, every week you have another chance to reconcile, so to say, with the tennis and rewrite your history once again. So you know, I'm looking forward for the challenges to come.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
For English
Thank you.
version. Thank you.
Thank you.